Welcome to Chicago Arts. In this episode, we're talking with local artist, graphic novelist, and digital musician Justin James about his approach to presenting his work.
The artist statement that I use when I do 2D artwork is usually talks about how the work is excavations of sorts of material that would be found below the surface, whether it's in a physical environment or in your mind, in your emotional state. And that's how I approach music. I don't really think about music as like trying to bump up the dance floor and get people going. And I can see that that disappoints a lot of people when I play. Actually, I'm usually kind of a buzzkill. I kind of think of music as just another way of digging deeper, kind of fleshing out the same ideas that I approach in the 2D art. I really think of it more as the audio art or sound art rather than music. It doesn't ever really get poppy enough to be accepted by that kind of just music. It definitely, I grew up listening to a lot of metal and hardcore music, and so I have a feeling that there's some of those roots in there. I can kind of feel them peek through sometimes with my choices and sounds. But I definitely have a pretty strong attachment to the beginnings of electronic music, which the Chicago house. It all comes from Chicago, really, in the end. I also listened to a lot of house and techno growing up, and the energy was always appealing, but the joy, I could never quite connect with that joy, and I guess that's maybe why I listened to more metal and hardcore, which is quite a bit darker and less joyful. Yeah, so I guess it's more of a fusion of electronic ideas with rock and roll sensibility. Often when I start my sets, I'll start with kind of leading off from whoever was before me with something kind of upbeat and sort of 4/4, and then I'll slowly just punch it into the ground until it's these broken beats and these just really depressing kind of soundscapes, and it's just success for me is the transformation of the dance floor from something high energy to something very introspective and personal. I actually have to say that I do like some of the music that she makes. Not that the songs that she sings, but the music that is made for her, maybe. But that only came with a lot of time and listening to production values, I guess. I still can't get into the point of her music, but I can appreciate the sound of it, I guess. The idea of the idea. I want to suggest to the viewer or listener that there's something more than what they're listening to or seeing, and that they'll be rewarded by choosing to educate themselves or look further into something.
Be sure to check out Justin James and Martin John for a live interactive discussion on March 9th at 7:30 p.m. on Ustream. All pertinent links can be found in the info section of this video. Thank you for watching Chicago Arts. Be sure to join us for our next episode and stay informed by subscribing to our channel. We want to hear what you think, so please take a moment to comment on our programming. Thank you again from Chicago Arts.